for whom we are giving our access to our platform, those persons are known as users. So let me take like first one is employee one, or else the user, let me take user as Suresh and second user as Ramesh. Okay, these are the two users I would like to give I would like to give access for my platform. That means these are the two users. Those people are working in my company. I would like to use two users and I will be giving access to my platform. Okay, now we'll go and create two users. First one is Suresh and second one is Ramesh. So for that we need to log into our platform. Login.salesforce.com. Right. Now we have logged into our platform, and now I would like to create the users so that users also can log in into my platform, and they'll be using they can use my application for storing data of student or faculty. Okay. So to create a users in Salesforce, we need to go to in our setup page in from home in quick find box users. Here is our users. Need to go to users and user. Here you can observe new user. You can create a new user from by using new user over here, and you can see this is me, system administrator, and all these are like these three users are filled now. Those are like default, but this is Hazari Ajay. This is system administrator. This is me, the person who have created this platform, and that is me. So I am getting system administrator as profile. Okay, now I would like to create one with two users. As per our scenario, we are creating two users. First one is Ramesh. Just clicking on new user, and here it is asking us for first name. Let me give S Suresh. Okay, and it is asking about email ID. Here the email ID of this particular user you need to give, but we are just going we are just practicing the scenario. I don't have this particular person email ID, so you can give your mail ID, as this is for practice purpose scenarios. You can give your it will get verification mail, and he will be Suresh will be able to log into his to the platform of our platform which we are giving access. Okay, smartreach.com. This is my mail ID I'm giving here in order to receive the verification. And again, here coming to username should also be very unique. Again, it will not take the existing one. You need to always give unique one. It is like a Suresh. I'll be giving yes Suresh, and today's date 2010. I'll give it at the rate salesforce.com. Okay, and here is a nickname. If there is any nickname for that particular employee, you can give it title. Any title for user, you can also add the title, and company, you can add our company name if you want. These all are the information you can give. And here coming to user license, what are these user licenses is means, as I told, this is our practice purpose, right? This is our practice purpose. Salesforce platform is for practice purpose, and there will be some limitation. I have mentioned this, and the limitations here are, you can see, Salesforce, this is a Salesforce license. If I take Salesforce license, what happens is I am the system administrator for this platform, right? And again I can create one more system administrator like this. That means this particular person which I am giving license as Salesforce, he'll also become a system administrator. He can also become a system administrator. Okay, so that's why this Salesforce licenses is visible here, and there are like limited licenses only, as this is a free version for us. But based on our company usage and company capacity, you need to buy the license, and so that you will be using this platform for our users. Okay, and this, how many licenses are there and how many you are used, how many are remaining to use, that you can see in our home, in quick find box, you need to just type for company information. Here, company information, you can check how many licenses are available for us to create the users. Okay, and when I scroll here, you can see Salesforce licenses. We have only total two licenses. One is already used. Okay, one is already used for me, Ajay Hazari. That is one administrator. I am one administrator, right? So it is already used for me, and remaining license is one. So you can also create similar like system administrator remaining, remaining one user also. Okay, if not, these are all different licenses we have. You can just give these licenses for them, and while giving these licenses, there will be again a limitations, like he will not become a system administrator. You can just give access for applications and also object of our platform. That's it. Okay, so that is what it is. Now again we'll go back to our users, and now I'm just giving, let me give Salesforce only, and profile I'll be giving it as system administrator. Yeah, system administrator. And here it is active, post active, he's inactive. And if you want, you can give his phone number, extension, fax, mobile number. And here is mailing address. If he's having any particular mailing address, you can give it. And also this kind of settings, right? If there is any information, you can give it for that particular user. And here you can see it is just check generate new password and notify user immediately. That means whenever you try to save it, whenever you try to save it, the mail will be going to this particular user, the mail ID which you have given here. Okay, that means it will go like a verification mail, so that this person will be notified that you have been created as a user in this particular platform. Okay, then I'm just clicking on save. Okay, I have just saved the Suresh user. Now let us create one more user. So as per our scenario, we need to create Ramesh also, right? Now let me create user as new user. Okay, here you can create a user called Ramesh. First name, let me take it as R, and last name as Ramesh. Alias, that if he's having any alias name, you can give it. And as coming to email address, I said he's not, like, this is just for a practice purpose. I am giving my mail ID here. You can also do same, as there is he is not a existing person, but so that I'm giving my email address. uh, okay, and coming to username, again it should be unique. I'm giving Ramesh, today's date 2010 @ salesforce.com. Okay, and this is it is. And here title and everything as I told in previous user. And coming to user license, now you can observe Salesforce is not visible here, because it is only left out with one, and we have used it for Suresh. Now there is no Salesforce user, so in this case you can use for Salesforce platform, you can create three users. Then for him I'm just using Salesforce platform. And here profile, you will be able to select only one. This coming to profiles, I'll tell you very clear, this is one of the important topic. After user concept, we'll go to profiles, then you'll be understanding why we have given this. Okay, now it is active, and here generate new password and password notify user immediately. Yes, clicking on save.
Recording stopped.
Just 5 minutes, guys, I'll be back. Now we have created two users as per our scenario. We have created Suresh and also Ramesh. Now, why guys, why we have created these users? Because to give access for our applications and also for our objects which we have created, right? Then now the created users which we have created, those users will not be deleted again. Okay, because once the users is created, you will not be able to delete the users. When you come and check it here, you will not have any kind of delete option. You don't have any kind of delete option over here, because once the user is created, it cannot be deleted. That is the point you need to remember here. That let me mention. Once once the user is created, it cannot be deleted, but can be freezed. Okay, but can be freezed. So here the example is like, in my company, this person like Ramesh is working for some days, and then he is leaving my company. Then I want to delete this particular Ramesh user. But when I delete this Ramesh user, all the data which he have given in my platform, all the data will be deleted, right? So for that reason, you will not be able to delete the user in our platform, but you can just freeze the user. That means the access which all we have given to that particular user, that will be removed, and you can use that particular license to another user. Okay, so let us check how we can do that. Now we have used Salesforce licenses for Suresh in company settings. Let us check how many is occupied now. Right. So let us check how many are occupied. You can see for Salesforce, two licenses are there and two licenses are used. One is used for me and one is used for Suresh. So two licenses are occupied. And when you observe Salesforce platform user, mostly guys will be using the Salesforce platform and Salesforce, because we are in our practice scenario and in admin. All these licenses will come in, in your practice. But mostly for these practices, we'll be using Salesforce platform and also Salesforce. Okay, you can see two is occupied already, everything. And coming to Salesforce platform, one is occupied. One license we have given for Ramesh. So one is occupied, and two are remaining licenses we have for Salesforce platform. Now this Salesforce platform, these licenses and profiles, there is some, profiles and these licenses, they plays a role. I'll show you that when we come to profiles. Now we are dealing with users, right? As I told, we cannot delete a user. Let us check. Can see we cannot delete a user. We did not get any option. If I click on edit, you can see we did not get any delete option. That means once a user is created, it cannot be deleted. But what you can do is you can just click on edit, and first you need to deactivate the user, so that this user will be deactivated from our platform, and you need to save it. Then what happen? Now you need to click on Suresh. I would like to use this Salesforce licenses to one of another my user. Okay, for that reason I am freezing this user and want to use this license. I'm just clicking on freeze. Now our user is freezed, and now we can use that particular Salesforce platform to, I mean Salesforce licenses to another user. Let us check once. I'm just clicking on edit here, and in can see Salesforce is enabled now. Now I can use this license to another of my user. Okay, so this is how you freeze and deactivate the user and use that particular licenses to another users. Okay, and here you can see, as I told, these two are the users in my platform. Let me also assign for Suresh. Let me assign profile. For him also, I'll be assigning platform, Salesforce platform. I don't want anyone to be a system administrator. Only I want to be a system administrator. I'm just clicking on active for both Ramesh and Suresh. For both Ramesh and Suresh users, we have same licenses, that is Salesforce platform. And then profile is Salesforce platform user. That means all the permissions which are there in Salesforce platform user, that will be applicable for this user. As I am a system administrator, right? I am the system administrator. Then I can just log into my users and check what are all they are doing. right? Then you can see we don't have a login option here. If you want to directly log in into this particular Suresh user, you need to go to reset password and get the link to our the mail ID which I have given while creating the user, and from there you need to get the password. But here from directly, as I am a system administrator, I would like to directly log in into this user's account. Okay, so for that you can just go to in quick find box. From quick find box you can search for login access policies. These are the login access policies. Clicking on login access policies, and can see here administrator can log in as any user. Control which support organizations users can grant login access to. Okay, now I'm just enabling it and clicking on save. You can see our changes are saved now. Just going to users again, going to users, right? And we can see we got a login options over here for Ramesh and Suresh, because these are the two users which we have created, which I have created. I am the system administrator and I have created two users. That means two employees in my platform, and I can just directly log in into my users account and check what they are, what all records they have created. Okay, I just clicked on login and I am into, just reload this. I am logged in as Suresh. You can see you are logged in as Suresh. And here, coming to applications, no applications are visible and no objects are visible to this particular Suresh user, because we did not give any access for this user till now. How can we give access for this particular user? Okay, how can we? So our need, why we have created our users here, is that I would like to share my platform and also object to my users, right? So in which form you can give access to these users is in the form of profiles. Okay, profiles are the baseline permissions. We'll be giving permissions for objects and applications in our platform. Okay, now I'll be clearly explaining that regarding the profiles, that is coming topic. And here you can see we don't have any objects and also application. We just created a user, and I have logged in as Suresh, and I can see the platform, but no other objects, applications, or nothing is visible to this Suresh, because this person is employee in my company. I did not give any access to this, and he will not be able to create any new user also. If we go to setup, or if we try to create any new users, or like that, he'll not be able to do that. You can see here, he'll not be able to create the user. Can no, like, we'll be getting option, right? New user. Here we don't have any kind of new user option. Okay, so these are just users, so that they'll not have any kind of privileges to take or create a users or give a permissions to any other users. I'm now just logging out of this Suresh. Again, I need to log in as a system administrator. In one this is our one Chrome, right? In one Chrome you will not be able to log into two accounts. Okay, that means you cannot log in as system administrator, and in another time you cannot log in as a Suresh, because this platform that will again open your logged in which user. So you can also open it in an incognito tab by taking reset password, and you can just reset password and open in incognito tab or any other browser in your application to simultaneously use both users and also system administrator platform. Now I'll also log in as Ramesh users, and here I'm logging in as Ramesh now. And for Ramesh also, you can see no items for him, and no applications will be visible. Okay, here these are the objects, but no applications are visible. These are the objects, that objects are standard objects only. Okay, for Suresh also, all the standard objects which are there given access for Salesforce platform user that will be visible. But you can see no custom object. Student object is not there, and also our let us also search. Student object is not there. Faculty object also not there. Okay, because we did not give access still for this person, and okay, this person also will not be able to create any kind of users or no changes in our platform. We cannot do any changes in our platform. User, see, he will not be able to create any users. Okay, so that is what it is. This login, right? And coming to users, as I told, for whom we will be giving access to to our platform, those are known as users. Once the users are is created, it cannot be deleted again. Okay, once it is created, we cannot delete a user. We can just freeze and deactivate, and then we can use that particular license to another users. Okay, so this is the points, main points you need to you need to remember in users. And this is our scenario which we have done. Suresh user we have created, and also Ramesh user we have created. Let's take 10 minutes break and come back. We'll start profiles.
Recording stopped.
And applications. Okay, so these are like in profiles we'll be giving permissions for objects and applications, and then we'll assign these particular profiles to the users. Now you have seen when I log in into Suresh and also Ramesh, for both of them we have given uh, platform user, Salesforce platform user, right? And they are not being able to see the application which we have created, that is cohort 4, and the objects which we have created, students, faculty. Okay, and that permissions we can give in these profiles. We can create a profile and give access for those objects and applications, and then we need to assign that particular profile to the users. Okay, so let us create one profile now, that is operator profile operator, and we'll assign it to both Suresh and Ramesh. Okay, so operator profile creation of operator profile. To create a profile, again we need to go to our setup page. Okay, when we are in our setup page, from setup page in quick find box, from quick find box we need to type for profiles, right? These are the profiles. Just clicking, opening the profiles, and you can see these are all the profiles which are there here. And from profiles, as I told, we can create a new profile. Okay, here we have a new profile option. Here in new profile option, we can create a profile, but when I click on this new profile and see existing profile, it is asking us to clone it from existing profile. That means we cannot create a new profile in Salesforce, but we can create a profile. We can clone a profile and create a new profile. I'll just mention that point here. Okay, we cannot create a new profile, but we can. create profile by cloning existing profile and create new profile. Okay, so that means we cannot create a new profile, but we can clone exist we can create profile by cloning existing profile and create new profile. That means here you can see it is asking us to clone existing profile. Now from here I would like to clone the profile which we have used, that is you can check here we have system administrator profile, standard user profile, and standard platform user. I'll be just taking standard platform user for now, and profile name I will be giving it as operator as per our scenario operator. Okay, and clicking on save. Now my can see my operator profile is created and user license is Salesforce platform. Here we need to give permissions for our objects and also for our application. Okay, just scroll down here, we will be able to see custom objects. Okay, so here are our custom objects, and these are standard objects which we have here. It's standard for standard objects. Permissions are already there are some default permissions in Salesforce platform user. That's why it is showing it. And coming to custom object permissions, we need to give this permission. Okay, so for operator profile I would like to give just clicking on edit now. For operator profile, now I'll be just giving two permissions only. Okay, I'll just give permissions for faculty object and also for student object for operator profile. That means whenever I assign this operator profile to a user, then what then that person for whom we are assigning that user will only will have access for faculties and students. Okay, and for application also we need to give permission. Here will be our application. You can see cohort 4 is our application. I'm giving it as visible for this operator profile. And for default, what is like default means whenever they try just log in into their platform, they'll be directly landing in this application page. Okay, so just clicking on default and save. Now we have saved it, and this profile will be assigning it to our users. Okay, this operator profile we have created, and now we'll assign it to our users. Such user, right? For Suresh and for Ramesh, both of them will assign same operator profile itself. And here is our user licenses. I just selected. Whenever we select a Salesforce platform, our profile will be showing this is one default one, and this is operator. We have just cloned, right? We have cloned Salesforce platform user. That's why it is showing me operator for this. But when you create when you clone any other profiles over here, it will profiles from here, then it will be showing in that particular licenses only. Okay, so for Salesforce platform we can create three users. I have a privilege and operator profile. I'm just selecting it and clicking on save. In similar way, we need to give access for Ramesh also. We'll be giving same platform user operator only. profile operator, clicking on save, right? For both of them, for Suresh and Ramesh, I have given access. In profile level, I have given access for objects and also for application. Okay, application is our cohort. For application I have given access, and objects for faculty and also for accounts object I have given access. Let me just log in. We'll just log into both of these users and check is the will are they able to see login, I mean the permissions which we have given in this operator. Let's log in. Now I have just logged in as Suresh. You can see he got permissions for student and also faculty. This time this is a standard object. As I told, we did not change any in standard. It's like defaultly it is showing over here. If you want to remove again, you can remove in the profile level so that it will be removed. And you can see there are no access for any other application. Only for application cohort 4, this person is able to you know open the this application and can give the student name, branch, roll number, and mobile number. And why we are getting here again, we have three kinds of permissions. When you observe, we have given three kinds of permissions in our profile level. We'll let just me log out of this and logging from for users in profiles. We have given permissions for create, read, edit, delete, right? So what does this create, read, edit, delete is that you can see while giving permissions for objects we have given for create, read, edit, delete. That means we are giving all the access for that particular user. If you restrict any of that, and that user will not be able to do that creation or read or any which access you are not giving, that he will not be able to do that action. So I'll just open it and show profiles operator. What is this, Abdul Muhammad? You may please enable force login. What is this force login? It doesn't work, I guess. Okay. So here we have operator profile. I'm just picking on operator. Just scroll down, and here we have object level permissions. I have given permission for everything: create, read, edit, delete. That means for which user we are giving this operator profile, that user will be able to read the records which is created by other users. And also he can create a new record in particular object, and he can also edit the records which any other users created or this person created. That means view all and modify all. We have given access for everything. Okay. And if you want this particular operator profile, users should only create the records and they should not able to delete the records. Then you can only give permission for create, and you can just remove the delete permissions over here. Okay, so these are the correct permissions we will be giving in profile level: create, read, edit, delete. Create, read, edit, delete. Okay, so this is all about profile, guys. So let me just repeat it once again. Coming to profiles, the baseline permissions given to a user for objects and applications in the form of create, read, edit, delete. Okay, we cannot create a new profile, but we can just clone the existing profiles and create a new profile. I think this point is very clear for you. As I showed, we have created a new profile, right? And we have created a profile and we have assigned to that to our users. So for Suresh we have seen, and here one more, when you observe in Suresh, we just scroll down, and he is not having permission for email field. Okay, and in these profiles you can also, like in profiles you can also give permissions for uh, field level. Also field level permissions can also be given in our profiles. Let me just scroll and see, where is this, where we can find field level permissions are here. When you see uh, here, field level security, this is field level security. Okay, so in this field level security, I'm just scrolling down, and here you, when you see custom field level security, these are the custom objects which we have created. And let me just click on view, and is this quick edit. And here for email id, edit access is not given, it is only read access. So that's why in Suresh it is just showing us read only type. We are not being able to get the field where we can type. I'm just enabling this and clicking on save, right? So in this way you can also give field level security to our users. Now I will just log in. I mean, just log in as user Suresh and also Ramesh, and we'll try to create a record, delete a record, and also edit the records, right? So for that, user. Uh, Now I will just turn on. I can see some questions in Q&A. Some people are asking questions. Is security setting is start from profile itself? Yes, from users is security level. Once you log out from the user, you won't need to log in if you enable the force login. Abdul, you try it from your side, because in one platform it is not able to log into multiple Salesforce accounts. That's why I'm just logging out and logging in. I think you can create from your side. You will be understanding more clear. I'm just turning on chat for 2 minutes. If you have any doubts in this, because profiles also plays an important role. So if you have any doubts, ask me. I'm just turning on the chat for 2 minutes. Yes, the chat is enabled. Any doubts you can ask in profiles. Guys, please, any technical questions that we have seen users and profiles, any doubts in users and profiles, please let me know. I'm waiting for your questions. Please explain shortly how to create a profiles, from where we can edit profile settings or permissions. What is the difference between custom object permissions and field permissions? And because in both read, edit are common. See, the point here is, like first someone told, like where can we edit profile setting and permission. I'll show that. Please explain shortly how to create a profile. I'll show that. But coming to this point, Anusri is asking that what is the difference between custom object permissions and field permissions. So here we can also give field level permissions in Salesforce. So we have created an email ID. That email ID, if you don't want it to visible to some profiles, then you can just enable them, and then you will be able to assign. You can assign that profile to another users. Okay, and if you want to give any access for your objects, then you will be going to custom object permissions. That means in custom object you are giving object level permissions, and in field level you will be able to give permissions in field permissions. Hope this is clear. Sir, we can enable to access organization settings. Abhijit, what is this? I did not get your question.
এই মহাশক্তির সন্ধ্যা হবে মাতৃবন্দনায় মুখরিত। ঘাটে পার্ব ভক্ত সমাগমে উদ্বোধন করতে আসছেন আমাদের 4 নম্বর কাউন্সিলর শ্রমিক রাজস্থানী
Abhijit,
মহাশয়।
what is your question? I did not get it.
চেয়ারম্যান অদিতি রায়চৌধুরী মহাশয়।
Any other questions, guys? So the person who asked, can you please show how to what is that? How to create profile and setting permissions? Okay. To you can just edit. You can click on edit and scroll down so that you will be able to edit the permissions and profile settings. Shahi, Utkarsh Shahi. This is how you can just edit the profile settings. Okay, permissions. And explain shortly to create a profile is that you can just search for profiles here. Okay, and here you can see new profile. When you click on new profile, it will be asking you to create it from existing profile. You just select the existing profiles which you want based on your users. If you have 3 users, you can go with standard platform user. Based on the licenses, how many users you are creating, you can just clone that particular profile and create a new profile according to your use. Hope you have understood this. And once user assigned to multiple profile, yes, once user is user, one profile can be assigned to multiple users. Okay, but one user cannot have multiple profiles. One profile can be assigned to many users, but one user will have only one profile. That is the point of it. Okay, any doubts? Any other doubts? Okay, then. So I'll just turn off the chat and we'll start our next topic. Yes, Srilata, what is the doubt? Any doubt, Srilata? If we have equal number of profiles in both students and faculty object profiles. See, if we have equal number of profiles in both, we can create master and detail relationship. Uh, Here, the profile, if you are assigning it to the user, that profile, yes, the relationships also it will be shared in the profile. You don't need to uh, uh, you know what I can say, break that profile. If you give permission for faculty or obviously student, it will be a view only access will be coming to that user. If you don't give access for that particular object. Okay, is that clear? Yes. So again, in last 10 minutes, we'll go for Q&A. 5 or 10 minutes, we'll go for Q&A. I'm just turning off the chat now, and we'll just log into our users and we'll check users. Right. I'm just logging in. We have given operator. Yes, operator is given. I'm logging in as Suresh. Right, just logging in as Suresh. Okay, now he's having access for student and also faculty. When I click on students, and I am able to create a new, you can say I'm able to create a new record over here. Just me create a record, one record, uh, Abhilash, branch, you see, mobile number, Abhilash, gmail.com, faculty, UPCE, clicking on save. Now I am able to create a record and also edit the record. You can see I can also edit the record, and I'll also be able to delete the record. That is what I have given access for student object, and similar way for faculty object also we have given same. I can just create the record. You can observe record new, we can create a record, and we can also edit the record. You can see here, you can just edit the record, and we'll be also able to delete the record. If you don't give any one of these permissions, this user will not be able to do that action. Okay, so this is how you will be assigning the profiles to the users, and the users will be able to see objects in this kind. Now let me also log in as Ramesh, and we'll check is that going same with him or not. Now I'm logging in as Ramesh. Okay, Ramesh. Yes. And for Ramesh also you can see we got permission for our application cohort 4. This is our application, and here you can see student object and also faculty object. Both Ramesh and Suresh are holding same platform, same profile, that is operator profile. That's why these both the users will be able to get the same access for profiles. I mean from profiles. Here in student, I can create new student name. Let me give it as Rajesh. Okay, branch, IT, roll number, something like this. Mobile number, okay, mail ID, rajesh@gmail.com. Faculty, let me give it as IT, faculty. Click on save. Now my record is saved. You can see I am able to create the record, and also I will be able to edit the record, and we'll also be able to delete the record. Okay, that will same work with faculty also, because both of them are having same access. Clicking on delete. Now it is deleted, right? So this is how it will be working profiles. Now my requirement is that both the users in my company, both the users are with same profiles. So let me take the same example. Both of them are having operator profile itself. Both of them are operators only. I don't want to change any title for them or any profile for them, they will be as a operator only. But now my requirement is that I would like to give permission for Suresh that for transport object, for transport for Suresh, for only for Suresh I want to give extra access for transport object, but that should not be visible to Ramesh. Okay, so what I can do now is that again I need to go to operator profile, and there I will be giving permission for so let me write it here very clearly. For student, faculty, and also transport. Okay, and for Ramesh, student and faculty. Only these two objects should be visible to Ramesh, and these three objects should be visible to Suresh. But the profile should be operator only for both of them. If I now my scenario, now what I can do is I can just go to operator profile, and there I will be giving access for there I'll be giving access for Suresh, not Suresh. I'll be giving access for operator profile for transport object for create, read, edit, delete permission. Okay. Then what happens? Ramesh is also holding same profile, right? Operator profile. That means when I change here, the change in operator that will also apply for Ramesh. But that should not happen. So how we can achieve this kind of scenarios? Okay. Now these kind of scenarios we can achieve using permission sets. Okay, we have a concepts called permission sets in Salesforce. Okay, this permission sets, I think the name itself says permission set. Permission set means giving an extra access to a user without any change in baseline permissions of profile.
মক্তব্য
Okay,
জয়ন্তর
that means
সবার
let me
অধিকার
write this:
সবার মনে খুশি নিয়ে ভবিষ্যৎ
giving
করা উচিত একটি সচেতন শিশু
extra permission
সেই বিপদটা
per
পরিচিত
user to objects and
আমাদের
applications.
বর্তমানে
Okay, giving extra permissions for users to objects and applications without any change in baseline permission of profiles. Okay, that means we are giving some extra access to the user to objects and applications, which doesn't affect the baseline permissions. That means the permissions which we have given in our operate in our profiles. Okay, that this won't affect these profiles, but you can assign that particular profile to the particular permission set to the user. Okay, and here the point is you need to remember permission sets are always assigned to users, not profiles. Okay, permission sets. I'll show that permission sets are always assigned to users. This is what it is. So, as per our scenario, we need to now I would like to create a permission set, and that permission set I'll give permission for transport object and assign that particular permission set to Suresh user. Okay, so let us go back to our platform and create.
আমাদের
It's
মনে
logging
হয়
out.
ঐকান্তিক প্রচেষ্টায় এই উদাহরণ করা সম্ভব হয়েছে আপনাদের সকলের উপস্থিতি একান্তভাবে কামনা করি
Okay, and here in quick find box, you can just type for permission sets. Right. On this page, you can create, view, and manage permission set. This is the permission sets where you can create a new permission set. So as per our scenario, we'll create a permission set for transport object, clicking on new, and here it is asking label for me, and we'll give it as transport object permission, API name, description, This is uh, here I am giving extra access for transport object to a user. This is my description, and now I'm just clicking on save. Now my permission set is saved. We need to give permissions for our object, and you can also, as I told, we can give in permission set. We can give permission set permissions, extra permissions for objects and also for applications. Okay. So now we are going with objects. You can try on your own scenario. You can take your own scenario and try it on applications. Here it is like assigned applications, and here we have object permission, object settings. In object settings here, no access, you can see all these are the objects. Standard objects are also there. Now it is showing object permission, no access, no access. Now we would like to give a transport object, so let us search for transport object. Mm, yes, here is our transport object, and it is also showing no access for that. Let us give some access. I'm just clicking on the transport object, and here we got the permission for tab settings and for object permissions. So clicking on edit, and for tab availability, yes, tab visibility should, I'm just turning it, enabling it. And for read, here also when you observe object permissions, we are getting create, read, edit, delete, view all and modify all. That means the permissions which we got in our profile level, right? So just enable them. I'm giving all access again. So let me don't give delete and edit now. I'll just give read and create. Okay, we'll check the difference. So because in previous profiles we have given access for all the permissions and we have assigned it, but now I'm not giving for edit and delete. Just giving only for read and create. Just save it. Now my permission set, I have created it, and I have given the permission and access for what I want to give. Now I should assign this particular permission set to the user. So let us check, is it created or not. Permission set, we have given transport permission set, object permission, transport object permission, and it is created in our permission set. Just opening it, and here we got manage assignments. Okay, here you can assign this particular permission set to the users. Just click on manage assignments. Here you can see we got add assignments. Okay, add assignments. Just click on add assignments, and all these are the users which are there in our platform if you observe. So as per our scenario, we should give extra access for transport object to Suresh, but not to Ramesh, because I'm just giving some importance to Suresh, so that Suresh will able to also note the transport details of that particular application. So for Suresh, I'm just giving, and here you can see next, and click on assign. Clicking on done. Right now, our we have assigned it to Suresh. If you want to delete, just click on this, and you can delete it like this. Click on remove, and I'm just trying to add again Suresh, clicking on next, and here you can see select an expiration option, expiration option for assigned users. That means while assigning this permission set, if you want to give for it should not expire. If you want to give for how many days it should be there, that you can select it over here. If you want to give it only for 1 day, 1 week, like that, you can select here. But if you want to give, if it should not get expired, you can also select no expiration date. And by default, permission set assignment never expires. It is showing our information, and it is assigned here to Suresh, and assign, clicking on done, right? It is assigned now. Now what I do is I'll just log in as Suresh, user, login as Suresh. I can also open this in incognito tab, and because if I go to my mail ID and I can get his login credentials like password, I can open it in incognito. But instead of that, I'm just trying to log in here because as this is a practice session, you will be more clear. If I just switch between the profiles, if switch between the tabs, you'll not understand. That's why I'm just trying to log in from this user so that it will be very clear for you. While you are practicing, you can open it in incognito, you can open one it edge, or if you have any other browsing applications, you can open in that. I'm just trying to log in as Suresh. Here you can see he got permission for transport object also, because we have assigned a permission set with read and create permissions, right? Just clicking on transport. Here we got new. We are able to create transport name, dish, mobile number, and clicking on save. You can see I am not getting edit permission because we did not give edit permission in this permission set. We have just given create and read permission. Create, we have just created, and we are able to read the record which we have created. And you did not get any delete permissions also. If you observe here, no actions available. It will be showing you like this. Okay, so this is how you can create a permission set and assign it to a user, right? So here one more point also I have mentioned, that without any change in baseline permission of profile, right? The same profile we have used for Ramesh. Let me also log in as Ramesh and check to be very clear.
আমাদের এই
We'll
বাচ্চারা
just log in
যেভাবে
as
পদার্পণ করেছে বিগত বছরগুলোর
Ramesh.
স্মৃতি আমাদের ক্লাব মেম্বারদের আরো উৎসাহিত করেছে এবছরের পূজা
You can see
পার্বণ
transport object is not visible for him. And if I search it here
দেখা
also,
ষষ্ঠী
just logged out.
মহাষষ্ঠীর এই পুণ্যলগ্নে আর কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যে আমাদের পূজা উদ্বোধন হবে আপনাদের
User
সকলের উপস্থিতি একান্তভাবে কামনা করি যারা এখনো আমাদের
and
মধ্যে উপস্থিত হননি
Ramesh.
তারা শীঘ্র আমাদের মধ্যে উপস্থিত হলে খুব খুশি হব
Can
আমরা
see transport is not visible to him. We are sorry reporting that something happened to your system. In order to copy your login, just getting logged out. So, we know everything. can see transport object is not visible for Ramesh. That means no, there is no change in baseline permissions of profile. When we create a permission set and give access for objects and application, there will be no effect for any permission that we have given in our profile level. So that is prod right now. Let me log out, and here we got one more point, one more concept in permission set. Okay, one more concept permission set is that permission set group. Permission and set groups. What is mean by permission set group? Okay, so what is mean by permission set group means you can create you can create two permissions, and you can assign that if you want to give same permission sets to particular users. Okay, if you want to give same permission set to group of users, then you can create a permission set group and then assign it to those users. Okay, where to create is that you can type for permission set groups. Permission set groups, and here we got new permission set group, and just click and give label name. I'll just label it as test group. Okay, and clicking on save. Now my permission set is created. Permission set group is created, and in this you can just assign multiple permission set in groups. Here you can observe we got permission sets in group. Click on it, permission set in group. It is asking us to add permission sets here. As we have created only one permission set for now, that is transport transport object permission. So we need one more. Let us create one more permission set. That permission set, again we need object. Okay, let us create object now. One more object. I am trying to create an object. Try to create custom object. uh, lab object I am trying to create, and for a name labs. Okay, so description, this will hold the data of lab data, lab, right, and allow reports, allow activities, everything, and allow search on tab. You want to say select any computer. Yeah, next, next, save it. Now I just created a object, lab object, and we'll create a permission set on this also. So let me create permission set, new permission set on lab permission set. Okay, and description, it let it be like that, and click on save. Right, and let me give access object settings, lab labs, right, and clicking on edit, available, visible, read, write, create, edit, delete all the permissions I'm giving here, and then save it. Now we have two permission sets with us. We have two permission set, and then we'll be able to create we'll be able to create a permission set groups. Okay, so for that We need to go to our permission set groups, and here test group we have created, and from test group permission set in groups we'll add permission set. First one is transport object, clicking on add, done. Okay, and add one more permission set, that is lab permission set. Click on add, done. Now we have created two permission sets in our permission set groups, right? Now how to this permission set which you have created, then you can assign that permission set to a users by using manage assignments. But before that, if you see here, we have muting permission sets in groups, muting permission sets in groups, and here here we'll be having one more access, is that here we will this muting permission set in groups is nothing but we have added two permissions in our permission set group, right? That is for lab and also transport. When you observe in transport, we have given access for read and also for create. Read and create we have given permission. But now what happens is that that permission set is already there, but you are adding that permission set into the group along with another group, another permission set. Now if you want to give this permission set to another user for whom the for transport it should be only create like read option but not create option, right? So in that cases you can just go to mute permission set group over here, and from here you can click on new, and yes, save. Here from object settings, uh, for transport, right? Transport for transport object you can just add or remove access over here. You can I'll and now what I do, I'll just give permission for you can just see here, you can just mute it over here, create or read. I'm just muting for create, okay, and I'll save it. But these changes which you are doing in permission set group, the change that means now you have enabled here, right? But that change will not be affected in our permission set groups. In permission set groups the permissions will be as it is. You can assign it to another users, there will be no effect in the things which we are doing in our muted permission set, that will not affect our permission set. So see here in transport object, here is our transport object, and we got permissions for create and read. That means we can the permission sets which we mute in our permission set group, that will not affect our permission real permission sets. Hope this you have understood this, and you can assign it from manage assignments here. Okay, you can just click on manage assignments and click on add assignments, and then you can assign it to the users. Okay, so that is all about permission set and permission set groups, guys. Any doubts here? So we have more 7 8 minutes. I'll just recap the concepts which we have done today, and this will be also very important as our data modeling, right? So today we have seen data security. We have created a users, and we have given to give access to our platform. We will be creating a users. Once users is created, we cannot delete a user, but we can freeze the user to use that particular license to another users. Okay. Then we have created two users. One is Suresh and one is Ramesh, and we have seen the company licenses, company information also here, how many licenses will be available, that also we saw. And Coming to profiles, in profiles we have created, create, read, edit, delete permissions. That permission, the definition for profiles is that baseline permissions given to a user for objects and applications. Okay, that means we are giving permissions for objects and application, and we also saw in practically in our platform how to create them. And we cannot create a new profile, but we can create a profile by cloning existing profile and create new profile. That is what it is. And we have taken a scenario and created a operator profile, and from operator we have assigned that particular operator profile to both Suresh and Ramesh users, right? And in operator profile, we have given permissions for create, read, edit, delete, and we have given it to both the users. And our next scenario is that we have taken is permission set. Our next concept is permission set. In permission set, what we have done we have taken the scenario and coming to permission set, giving extra permissions to a user to objects and applications without any change in baseline permissions of profile. Okay, and permission sets are always assigned to users. Permission sets are always assigned to the users, and it's not like it will be like your interview question. What are permission set? Then you can tell these points, and they'll be also asking like for users or profiles you will be assigning the permission for whom you will be assigning the permission set. So permission sets are always assigned to the users but not to the profile. That is what the point is. And we have created a permission set. One is transport and sorry, we have created permission set transport object permission and lab object permission, and we have assigned that to our Suresh user as per our scenario. Transport should be visible to Suresh but not to Ramesh, and that we have created a permission set and then assigned to that particular user. Okay, and coming to permission set in groups, permission set in groups to give multiple permissions set to a user, then we can create a permission set group and assign that particular permission set group to the user, to that particular user. And here we got a option called mute permission set, and in that mute permission set we can just mute the permissions which we don't want to give like for any of the permission sets. If you want to don't want to give one particular permissions like create, edit, delete, any one particular, if you want to mute, you can mute it, and that we got in our permission set group. And the point here you need to remember is the muting permissions which we are giving in permission set group, that won't affect our permission set. Okay, so that is what it is. And that's it for today's class, guys. I think we have done pretty much important topics today. I hope you will also practice more scenarios on profiles, users, and permission set. Okay, and I'll just turn on the chat. If you have any technical questions, you can ask me.
Recording stopped.